This is Going on a Bear Hunt by Rosen Helen Oxenbury. I first came across this book when I was reading it to my then 2 or 3-year-old niece, and she loved it. And so when my son turned about 1 year old, I thought, well, this is a great book for him to have. But then he really didn't seem to appreciate it as a little fella, and he only came to like it a few months later as a 14th, 15th month year old. And now this is his favorite book by far. Every night he says, "Mama, I want Bear Hunt, I want Bear Hunt." So this is our go-to book. I'm going to do a page turn now. So this book it's an adventure of a family going to look for a bear. And they go through grass, they go through a river, and each time you have sounds like splash, splosh, splash, splosh. And my son really loves saying those words and making hand actions. They go through mud, squelch, squirt, squelch, squirch. They go through a forest, a big dark forest, stumble, trip, stumble, trip. And then they go through a snowstorm. The graphics are great. I mean, they really bring out the whole story. And then finally, they actually find the bear. And they start running away from the bear, back where they came from, tiptoe, hoo-woo, stumble, trip, etc. Finally, they get to the house, and they realize they've forgotten to close the door. They quickly go back downstairs, shut the door, into bed, and then they're not going on a bear hunt again. So that's the sad bear going home. And when we first got this book, I thought maybe my son would be a bit freaked out by the story. I mean, you're running away from the bear that you tried to find. But actually, strangely enough, and judging from my niece's experience, my son's own experience, they're not freaked out at all. In fact, they love it. They love the running away from the bear. So I don't think that's a problem. Size-wise, this book is really handy. It's about 6 inches by 5 inches. That's about 15 cm by 13 cm. It cost me $6 US on Amazon.com. And like a typical board book, this book is pretty sturdy. My son has kind of chewed on it here and there, tried to bash it around a bit, but it still holds up really well. It's a good size in the hand, and overall it's an excellent book. I would totally recommend it for kids up to 2 years old, 3 years old. I think they would love it. Okay, bye.